Son of a... I forgot to hit the button over on the YouTube. I forgot to hit the button on the YouTube. I hit the button on the one thing, but I didn't hit the button on the YouTube. My apologies. My apologies. Okay, well, now that I've done this 3 times, because I screwed up the first time, let's see if I can get through the intro quick. And, yeah. Unbelievable. Last race of the season, and I screwed it up major. Oh, I double screwed it up because I forgot to get into the broadcast booth and everybody came back. So it came through the broadcast, but it didn't actually go through the broadcast because I wasn't live over on YouTube yet. So YouTube is weird. You have to hit 2 buttons to go live. I don't like it. Don't like it. All right, so let's see. We have cars running. They're moving. I have cameras that I can't access for some reason. I don't understand why. So, 1 second while I get that. All right, so, well, let's get through the lineup quick since I'm like way behind and everything's screwed up here. All right, so your starting grid tonight. Well, I got to get that out of the way because I can't see. All right, you got Brandon Showers is going to start first tonight. Adam Matson second. Jerry Cochran is going to be third with Ray Polking on his outside. LZ Daly will start 5th. Randy Showers in 6th. Devin Haynes is going to start 7th tonight with Keaton Tripp in 8th. Ronald Hall will be starting in 9th and Jeff Martin in 10th. John Wimbish in 11th. Tommy Haynes 12th. Garrett Helmlinger is going to be starting in 13th place tonight with Mike Mitchell to his outside in 14th. Stephen Bryan will be 15th. Matthew Powers will be 16th. Vern Bradley will be starting 17th place tonight with Chuck Sweeting starting in 18th. Ricky Fagone will be starting 19th. Nick Hunt will be 20th. Richard Holland is going to be 21st, and Travis Smith will be 22nd. Burt Wilson will be 23rd tonight, and Ivan Jones is going to start in 24th. Rylan Neese will be starting 25th tonight, with Glenn Jameson in 26th. TJ Lee will be starting 27th tonight. Mike McCauley will be starting his outside in 28th. And that is it. That is all of the racers. We have 28 on the track tonight. They're having some issues themselves, so we did not go green this time around, so they will go around one more time, which gives us a chance to fix my intro. So we'll run through the intro quick. So good evening, race fans. Now that you can actually hear me. And welcome back to the WFO network. Tonight it all comes down to this. We're at Talladega Superspeedway for the final race of the regular season, and last chance to punch their ticket into the championship and most unpredictable night of racing all year. This is Talladega, where it's wide open, pack racing at full throttle, where one push can make your season and one mistake can end it just as fast. Drafting partners matter, survival matters, and every position on track could decide who moves and who goes on. Or who moves on and who goes home. Some drivers tonight are locked into the championship, so there's racing with confidence. Others sit right in the points bubble, knowing that one bad break could drop them below the line. And for a few, it's a simple win tonight or the season ends here. And we can get through those points in a little bit. So there are no guarantees tonight, there are no safe points, and there are no easy laps. So buckle up, because tonight is not just about winning the race, it's about keeping championship dreams alive. So, So yeah, I'm not sure. So it sounds like it's gonna go green, but they're trying to fix some issues. So it's gonna go green, but they're not going to take off very quickly. So it's green, they're gonna maintain because they're trying to, one of the drivers had some issues and they're trying to get back in and get it fixed. All right, so they'll get things shuffled around. I think they're going to wave him around. All right, so we're gonna get things situated back out. These guys are gonna catch up to the pace car. So the caution got thrown to try and reset the track because one of the drivers, right as they were getting started, something happened. It caused a, I don't know, caused a small incident, and the guy ended up having to drop back to pit. So it wasn't necessarily an incident. I heard something about black screens and things happening, and cars were driving and dodging, and all right, let's see. What's going on, John?
Oh, what's up, Mr. Brazier? How are you this fine evening?
I'm doing all right. Now that I've got everything situated on my side where we're actually live this time.
Now, the good news is you didn't miss anything. Nobody's missed anything.
Because I thought I was live and I forgot to hit the go live button over on the YouTube channel.
That'll do it.
That will do it. I hate that you have to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught what happened, in case anybody's curious why we're still pacing. I don't know if you saw that.
I heard something about a black screen and things, people dodging, and
yeah, we had a whole sim rig go down, which caused some damage and stuff. John Wimmish got damaged pretty good, so he had to tow. So we're running cautions now just to sort of help everybody get him fixed and back into the race, stuff like that. So they should be going green back here any minute now. but that's why they're extending this.
So they have allowed John to get back in and get back going. He will be at the end of the line. He was going to be at 11th, but he will now be at the back of the pack.
Luckily here, it's not too damaging to lose those positions. From what I'm told, looking about 40 laps on a tank of fuel plus or minus, so there might be some guys trying to work on some fuel conservation and make it a one-stop. I'm sure that's been discussed within a couple teams.
All right, green, green, green. Waiting for, apparently my trading paints didn't start up. So you're gonna see some great cars for a little bit. Until their stuff loads in.
Great man theory. Just blended.
Thank you for that, Brandon. I don't know why that didn't start up, but it is what it is, and it is now. So,
got Keaton drop into the back. Wonder if he's trying to hook up with some teammates. Maybe he just wants to get out of the possible carnage.
There's not really a good spot to be out of the carnage, though, in this track.
No. We have a nice sized field, though. 28 cars. That makes some decent racing for a super speedway. From what I'm told, I had asked about the draft model because anytime there's an update, typically that changes as well. The suck up is pretty good as long as you get about a second and a half or so behind the car in front of you. If you get any more than that, you don't have, when I'm told, about 3 cars, you might be in serious trouble. Pack.
So while we're doing this and these guys are doing that, let's see, let me go here. And let's see, I also want to do, this whole thing is just messed up for me. Like, it's just I can't get iRacing to do what I wanted to do, so I'm having to do the cameras a different way than I'm normally doing, so that's messed up for me.
Kind of a fan of TV2 myself, but I don't have all the overlays.
All right, so you got Brandon Showers on the inside. He's got Jerry Cochran right behind him. You got Adam Matz on the outside trying to hold on to third, but LZ Daly's trying to push up on the inside, and he's going to take that spot away at the moment. Ray Polking in that number 5 right there is in 5th place, and Devin Haynes to his inside, and this is a terrible camera view. Devin Haynes in that 99. You can see it when the RVs aren't in the way. Let's see, Devin's moved up to 5th. Ray Polking is now in 6th. Ray Polking falling back. Ronald Hall is now up in 6th. So that outside line is falling back. You got Randy Showers in that 21 right there. He's currently in 8th place. Jeff Martin is going to be 9th. Garrett Helmlinger on the outside is going to be your 10th spot right now. Stephen Bryan is in 11th place in that number 18. And you got Tommy Haynes in the number 17. The Christmas Little Debbie cakes. Christmas tree cakes. He's currently in 12th. You got Ricky Fagone in that number 10. Again, being hidden by the RVs. But he's there, trust me. You got Mike Mitchell going inside of him, or outside of him. He's going to get around and take that 13th spot away. That's going to put Ricky in 14th. Then you got Matthew Powers back here in 15th place. Burt Wilson is going to be holding on to... No, never mind. He's battling with Rylan Neese on the outside here. So Rylan's going to get that outside spot. And he's going to be 16th. That's going to put Burt into 17th. Keaton Tripp running with Rylan. And Keaton's in 18th. You got Chuck Sweeting back here in 19th spot. Then the man out here, he's running around kind of all by himself right now. You got Vern Bradley in number 20th. You got Chuck Sweeting. Oh, we already did Chuck. We did Chuck. Vern passed him. That's why he messed me up. Glenn Jameson right here in the 63. He's currently running 21st. Richard Holland is back here in 22nd. Outside of him, you got Ivan Jones trying to move around and get in front. Then you got TJ Lee. He's running back here in 24th spot. And you got Michael McCauley in his Little Mermaid car. He's currently running 25th. John Wimbish. He's the one that had the earlier issues. He's moved up 2 spots. He's now in 26th spot. You got Nick Hunt back here in the number 60. He is in 27th spot. And you have Travis Smith right there in 28th. We're going to change this camera because this camera view sucks. We got 3 wide.
Which camera view was that?
That was zoomed in. It's a special one for... It's supposed to be for zooming in on the cars so you can see them better, but on certain tracks it doesn't work very well. So I don't know if you have that one.
No. I don't have it. Happen to get a chance to look at this week's livery for...
We did. Well, actually, we didn't. We would have had I been live the first time.
Might want to check the non-live side of your street for It's not that bad. Specifically, the
that Tampax Cup Heavy Flow.
Yes. I'm impressed with this variety of sponsors. I'll say that. He's got quite an eclectic group.
It's yeah, it's he's definitely supporting a certain group of people. Gonna go grab a heart attack, which is nacho chips, smoked meat, everything, and a couple of beers. Anybody need anything?
Pardon? Oh, in the comments.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why it's a cup. It's a cup for the heavy flow. That's just, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Ivan is not only is Ivan typing in the chat and racing, he's probably also streaming.
Multitasking.
He is. In fact, I could probably take a little peek-see and see if he's streaming. I would imagine he is, because he usually is. Although Tay-Tay could probably tell me. Ivan is in fact streaming. We go here. Oh, he used to have his Twitch stream on the back of the car. That was before Bert. I think Bert remade this design for him.
Oh yeah, the RGC.
Yep.
Yeah, digital camo.
Yep, digital camo in his well-known lime green. Yeah, we've got Bush, we've got I can't remember who all's out here for sponsors. No, one of them used to be running Miller High Life. So we've got that inside line. They are maintaining that run and gaining spots. Middle line not doing great, but the outside line there, you see Rylan and yeah, that one guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Keaton making a push on the outside, trying to make that third line work.
Yeah, looks like him and Rylan are got together there.
Well, thank you, Highball. I don't know if I would say it's a great stream. It is a stream. It's definitely a stream. Great stream? Meh.
It's better than nothing.
You have this one guy who can't hit the right buttons to make things start. And then there's when Nation shows up. So, I mean, those two things are kind of eh.
Mr. Demonetization. Mr. D.
Mr. Country Band. The 77 around the hall. I'm not sure exactly what happened. He went down in the inside and dropped back a few spots. Up front, you still got Brandon in the lead. Jerry Cochran second. LZ Daly third. You see Keaton and Rylan. They're pushing their way up on that outside. They're making a good run. Thank you, Highball. I try to do my best, and it always helps to have other people up here that know more than me, so that way it actually can give facts.
We could use him. Yeah, I noticed Keaton, they're not in Discord. Who else? I'm trying to think who else is on their team that's in here today.
I don't think anybody else on their team is in here. There is two others, but they haven't been in the races.
Yeah. I usually try to jump into or look at the team rooms, you know what I mean, just to see who's paired with who.
Yeah.
You'll more likely see that sometime throughout the run. However, Mr. Fagone has gone rogue from his crew. He's chilling at the back.
And that outside line, that's gaining some more people, and they're starting to they're keeping their momentum and they're getting their way up there. So you got the white and the greens running together out there. Color coordination.
Just need a couple of the reds to finish out the whole holiday. Of course, you do have them on the inside there with Ricky and
Ryland dropping down in front of Adam. He's going to take that spot away, and he's going to continue to work his way up. Battling for second against Jerry Cochran right now. Keaton, I'd imagine if he finds a spot, he's going to get into that hole and drop back in behind Adam, if he can.
Yeah, and that's the question, right? To see, obviously the guys in the front, they're not looking at fuel conservation. Guys 3-4 cars back. Second car, usually they can't save too much fuel either because they're pushing. But third row on back, they can actually hold their position, run 3/4 throttle, and possibly save that. They have to make up about 5 laps for the whole run, so they need to make it ideally 42, 43. They were, like I said, they were ballparking about 40 laps, so it is doable.
They're 22 laps in of 85. Adam must have been squeezed a little bit, and he bounced to the outside there. That's not going to work in his favor, so he's going to fall back a couple spots now. Oh, that's right. We were going to go through the points. 1 second. I have that list here. Thank you for bringing that up. Just gotta get the right screen open. I have 4 screens and it's not enough. Anyways.
Be careful with the buttons.
All right, so the drivers that are locked in. You've got Adam Matz. Let me make sure I got the right one here. Yes, okay. So you have Adam Matz, Keaton Tripp, Jerry Cochran, Ricky Fagone, Chuck Sweeting, Brandon Showers, and Junior Harville. Then you have the drivers who currently have a spot, but depending on how they finish could determine if they stay in or out. So you have John Wimbish, Randy Showers, Tommy Haynes, Mike McCulley, and Vern Bradley. So if the championship were to have, or if the season would have ended last week, those drivers would be the drivers. Now, John Wimbish just needs to finish 24th or above, and he'll be in. Randy Showers just needs to be 18th or above, and he'll be in. Tommy Haynes needs to finish 15th or above, and he'll be in. Mike McCulley needs to finish 3rd to guarantee he'll be in. And Vern sits on there. He's currently +1. So he is 1 point ahead of Garrett Hellmuner. And 6 points ahead of Ray Polking. And 8 points ahead. Right? Am I reading that right? No. 7. 14 points ahead of TJ Lee. So if Garrett finishes in front of Vern, That'll knock Vern out and put Garrett in. Now, other drivers that could throw a wrench into all of this. If Travis Smith, Mike Mitchell, Rylan Neese, Steve Bryan, or Anthony Philpott, if any of those drivers end up winning tonight, they automatically get in because they would have completed their 7 starts and a win. Gives you an automatic in. So if any of those drivers get a win tonight, they'll get in, and say the points don't change for anybody else, that would bump Vern out. So Vern is literally the bubble sitter right now for the cars. So it's a very tight spot on the bubble right now. Actually,
it wouldn't let me copy and paste it. I don't know if you can because it's.
I can't copy and paste it, but
I didn't want to do a link copy because that puts them into the Discord.
Yep.
So that's why I copy the image, save it, maybe save it, push it. Oh, you know what you're doing.
What I can do though, move stuff so I can see what I can do. Like I said, 4 screens and it's not enough.
Split screens, you get 8.
I might have to start doing that actually. All right, so if I go here and go right there. So hopefully you guys can see that. I didn't even think about that. That's the simplest way to do it right there. Then you can see who's where and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be cool because it's to try to remember people watching, maybe if they're watching a race and curious what repercussions they might have, how they can see what's going on. For those of you who aren't in the Discord, are able to hear the drivers. We had a driver thank another driver for blocking the view of a certain livery that's on the track. What was distracting him from his focus?
So if you go down into the about information for the stream, there should be a link there for it. If not, let me got to sign up on the webpage first.
What's that?
If somebody wanted to try and join the league.
Oh yeah, you can just go to the WFO Race League.
WFORaceleague.com. I'll get it posted right here in a second. There you go.
Yes, you go in there and that'll have where to go. Just go to the contact page, fill that out.
Yeah, you can fill that out. There is the Discord showing right in there, so if you want to join the Discord, you can go to that. But yeah, if you fill out the contact form, it gives them a little heads up that you're going to be joining the Discord, so that way they don't have, you know, like, who's this random person that we don't know, and then Nation bans you or something.
Did you happen to mention yet? I didn't catch your information. This is the final race before the postseason starts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, this is the final race. We will be. I just had that up there too. So we will be off for the next 2 weeks, and we will return January 6th to start off the championship. You're welcome, Highball. So January 6th, we will come back and we'll be at Bristol for Championship Race 1. Then they're going to be at Texas Motor Speedway on January 13th. January 20th, they will be at the Milwaukee Mile. January 27th, we'll be at Homestead, Miami, and we will finish off at Daytona International Speedway on February 3rd. So, I am going to hopefully be able to broadcast as many of those as I can. February 3rd, I should be set up and ready to go for sure. The 27th could be, we'll see.
Are you in transit in that area?
Yeah, I'll be, oh, we just saw a door ding in between, who was that? I need another screen.
Start doing it like Robert Downey, Iron Man, just hand grabbing stuff and sliding and moving around.
That was Jeff Martin come down and door dinging Keaton there for a moment. That outside line getting a good run though.
Tom, I didn't confirm this, so I'm hesitant to say this, but typically what happens after this race, people that make it in, everybody gets a shot.
I believe everybody resets to 0. Well,
it's
1,000 0, yeah.
Yeah, everybody gets 1,000 or 2,000 points. That way, anybody below that can't catch them, and then it's up to them to run. So, even if you just barely get in on the bottom run, you still got a shot. So it's anybody's championship to win. And really good. They did a really good job of the schedule this year as far as putting in a little bit of everything. You've got Bristol for your short track, Texas Motor Speedway for your 1.5 miles, Milwaukee Mile for your mile flat track. You've got Homestead, which is a unique track all of its own. That can be a handful. And then just when you thought you made it, a super speedway at the end of Daytona to take you out. Nice. Seriously though, it is a nice mix of a little bit of everything. It's got a little bit of everything. So if one person that does better at short tracks or 1.5 miles, say everybody's got a track. They have a specific track. Good season push to the end.
So now we've shuffled some guys around here. We've got Jeff Martin in the lead. Ronald Hall pushing him currently in second place. Then you got Ricky Fagone and Ivan Jones pushing on that outside. And you've got Keaton Tripp and Rylan Neese trying to teammate on that inside. And I'm not exactly sure, but it looked like Rylan backed off. I don't know if he was getting hot and trying to get some clean air to cool down or not, because I know that can be an issue. Pushing too hard, you'll end up blowing your motor. Then you got Brandon Showers, Jerry Cochran, Devin Haynes, Tommy Haynes, and that's going to round out your top 10.
Nothing to look at is, too, we're coming up on lap 30. We didn't get into 39.
Pits will start to happen.
Those guys were in the front, yeah, so they were pushing, so they might be a little low on fuel. So they might be getting down to the bottom, getting ready for some a fuel stop possibly. Or trying to save a little bit, waiting for some other people to call out so they don't have to go on their own. That could be another factor. Definitely overheating can be an issue. But I would imagine here we'll have to at least some of the front runners. They're going to have to come in, I got to imagine, within the next lap or two. I would imagine. The trick here is always good. You want to come in with, you don't want to come in alone, but you want to come in with so many it gets clustered, and next thing you know, you got all kinds of wrecking happening. Everybody's trying to see what's going on the road. So that's always a factor here, as I'm sure you've seen a couple times here with as long as you've been doing it now. When it gets a little busy, everybody's trying to fly in and get into that little entry.
Well, and we saw it a few weeks ago where some guys that weren't pitting got stuck on the inside when the guys on the outside were trying to pit. So made for an interesting section there, and that Keaton Tripp was caught in that. Ended up winning that race, I think.
Yeah. Better call out in a couple people.
I just heard Keaton say he's pitting.
Yeah. This is always a little bit of a pucker factor. Pull this off here. Getting in.
Going to pit in and see who can slow down and who's gonna who's dodging who and who's where.
Yeah, looks like everybody got it. Oh, Rylan overshot his box. Oh, wow. By a lot. That's going to hurt him. Rylan probably missed his box.
Looks like Ronald missed his too.
Pardon, who did?
Ronald Hall missed his too. Saw him back up, and then he tried to reset, and then he had to pull forward a little bit again, and then he was too far right, or too far left, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got the next set coming in here.
Ivan's setting the binders.
Locked him up. We got to avoid down the time.
It looked like he got into the back of, who was that?
Oh, did he?
Yeah. The back of Travis Smith, maybe.
Oh, yeah, he got in the back of 67. Not too bad, though. I don't think it made him speed. Got another next set coming in.
There'll be a big group coming in this time. Lots of smoke, lots of braking. Looks like everybody.
It's a pucker factor. everybody's trying to get everything they can, and then all of a sudden they realize they're a little too fast. Got to go a little extra hard on the binders and lock them up.
Oh, it looks like TJ Lee overshot his pit box. See if anybody shuffles around here and coming out of this pit.
Yeah, it looks like TJ is coming out. So it'll be okay. I just shorted it a little bit on fuel, or LG Daily.
LZ, John, and Nick.
Whoa, LZ just lost it. If you're on LZ 6 car.
Yep.
No caution, though.
Nope. Did give him a black flag, though, it looks like, so.
Oh, probably because he came off pit road. Unsafe pit entry or something like that, maybe. Chuck Sweden coming in.
Chuck Sweden, current leader. He's going to come in this time around for pit.
Is he by himself? Because
he's running with two, but he's...
They've pitted, I believe.
Yeah, they've pitted already.
He's going to have to pit. Go ahead. We haven't heard you in a while.
He's going to slow down. What's it?
You're going to sing it? He's coming in.
Oh. All by himself. I don't know if that's where he wants to be, but he's all by himself.
The last thing he wants to be is. Oh. And sometimes that's just a matter of being in a bad position to try to come in with the group if you're on the outside. I couldn't see what caused him to do that. LZ's still on pit road. Oh, that's right. He had the black flags.
Yeah, he had the black flags. He's probably a 7 penalty.
30, 40-second penalty, depending on however it assessed it there.
So interestingly enough, if he can get up to speed and get out here.
Yeah, let's just try to pull it.
Oh, he's going to get past. I was going to say, if he could speed up and get out there, he was holding on to first.
Yeah, but he'll be happy just the fact he should be able to come in there and still be viable contender. You know what I mean? Not lose the pack and be able to be in it, because that's unfortunate what happens a lot. I think what saved him too is he was also with Keaton in that 3-car group that kept him at a decent speed. Otherwise, he would be out of it. So
LZ Daly, he's come out, but unfortunately he is way back behind everybody, a lap down now. So
he'll be looking for caution.
He will be. Yeah, absolutely.
That put Chuck back to 21st, but still, he's still on the lead lap, so it's...
The pack is split into 2. It looks like we got 34 back here. Let's see, where there he is, TJ Lee. We got 5 cars back here that are running in the second group. They are about 10 seconds behind the rest of the pack, so it's going to be... These guys will probably be hoping for a caution also. You got TJ Lee, Ray Polking, Mike Mitchell, Ronald Hall, and Rylan Neese.
If they can get single file, stay single file, they might be able to scratch away at this if these guys are side by side.
So Highball, I believe the next season, I was trying to look it up to see when it was last time. I believe it will start in April. Trying to think when they... April or May?
Oh, hold on one second.
Let me check in the Discord for you quick here. 'Cause I can tell you. A lot of talking in here. A lot of talking. Season 16.
Okay. Okay, I missed anything?
You did not.
Okay.
You did not.
It's okay.
All right, 15.
Oh, I was looking at lay down.
Okay, so it started in March. Season 15 last year started, or this year started in March. And they had a little mini series that went from July into August, and then they had a break, and then they started this one in September. So and Matt's looks like he's having some connection issues. Pop back in. That was a long break.
And that could be scary if you're behind him. You can literally take damage and get wrecked, because sometimes it'll just misplace where he was supposed to be at, and it'll put you in your car with damage. So TJ and those guys are just falling farther and farther back. They would have to have a pretty tight line to try to catch up. Ray would have to be right behind TJ, pushing Michael right on in. Quite have that. However, it is Talladega, so there's a good chance it would be possible.
And it looks like LZ has managed to fall in line with these guys, so hopped in behind his teammate, who's going to at least maintain with the pack, not lose any more spots.
Yeah, actually, he's the only person laps down, so if there is a caution, he'll get his back. takes damage on the first caution.
If there is a caution.
If there is a caution, yeah.
The early ones, you can't really count those because it was almost a provisional area caution.
Yeah. But I'm going to guess those on the bubble or need to win. 5 laps to go. Might take some unusual chances to possibly get into the playoffs. Not that I'm hoping for it at all, but this is the last chance for the guys that are outside the bubble, outside that group to get in.
Comments from the drivers tonight about Bert's livery is just freaking hilarious. And like I said, you got Vern, Michael, and Tommy Haynes. Those are probably your closest ones as far as falling out of the bubble. You got Garrett Helminger, Ray Polking, and TJ Lee, Glenn Jameson. Those are probably your ones closest to getting on top of the bubble. And it looks like Vern is currently running. He's currently in 8th spot. He's currently in 18th, so that gives him 10
Garrett's
points on him. Garrett's in 19th?
Yeah.
So...
However, don't count out Ryland. He's been hanging out around the front.
Yeah, so you've got John Wimbish. He needs to finish 24th place or higher. He's currently running 18th.
Well, and actually, correct me if I'm wrong, all of these points bubble battlers are all eligible, right? Which would mean a win for any of them would get them.
Correct.
Garrett, Ray, Jade, Nick here.
Yeah, Nick's here. Yep.
Nick's here. Jacob Daniel is not. Richard Holland, anybody who watches this league is, I'm sure, surprised, is not in yet. And Burt Wilson. Any of those could pull a win and upset the apple cart, which would more than likely not necessarily push Vern out, because if Vern finishes far enough ahead of Michael, if any of them are not going to get the win, then it's going to come down to where did the top 11 guys finish, specifically Vern, Michael, Tommy Haynes. Oh, all of them. We got 25 cars. Randy, Tommy, Michael, or Vern are all possibly.
And Mike McCulley, he's sitting back at 22nd spot right now. You got Vern up in 9th, so if it were to end now, Vern would overtake Michael. He's not high enough to overtake Tommy Haynes, though. Now looking at it, so Garrett is currently 19th. Mike McCulley is in 22nd. So Mike McCulley needs to stay in front of, well, he doesn't need to stay in front of, but he needs to at least stay within the gap that he has between himself and Garrett right now. And he can possibly hold on. Although Glenn Jameson is up there, and Glenn might bounce him out too. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these points play out.
Yeah, Glenn is 10 spots ahead of Michael. Michael's 14 points ahead of him. Glenn's 10 spots ahead. Michael's 14 points ahead on the point. So yeah, scenarios.
I mean, we still got 25 laps to go. As those numbers wind down, though, that's going to make it more and more. Start figuring out your location. But we also have Richard Holland up here.
Who needs a win?
Who needs a win?
Get in.
He's currently in 5th, making a push on the outside.
He doesn't necessarily need a win, but he needs a really good finish and other people that have a guaranteed.
He's now behind his teammate, which is probably a good spot where he wants to be. He'd probably prefer for Ricky to be behind him pushing, but at this point, he'll probably take what he can get.
Yeah. You might have guys watching just making sure they get enough fuel. And you're going to have some guys thinking there might be a caution, which, yeah, you burn less fuel, but it is still more laps. So I'm probably cognizant of that as well. I would say probably around lap 7-ish. 70, 75, 15, 10 to 15 laps to go. I think you'll start. You won't see the single file. Everybody just chill where they're at. That'll change. Jumping in front of Richard Holland there on the outside. He's got Bird behind Richard. Outside lines.
That's an interesting swap.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking at the points, trying to figure out who's where and what all is actually going on, and seeing who's. So unfortunately, unless something drastic happens, I don't know if TJ Lee's going to be able to.
All right, Jeff Martin almost just caused a slight mishap. He just cut down in front of Ricky with not maybe an inch of room. I know he had some issues before. I'm wondering if the spotters.
We've heard a couple of drivers say something about spotters tonight. So
yeah. All right, now you got Richard and Ricky that have teamed up on the outside there.
Richard, Ricky, Vern, and Ivan on the outside. They're going to make a push. Ricky's going to drop back down again.
is in already, correct? Yeah. Actually. Oh yeah, Ricky's tied for third place for this race. So Ricky's solidly in. Okay.
A lot of battling going on. A lot of. Where's TJ at? TJ currently is in 25th spot.
It's about 30 some odd seconds back, right? To the back of that pack now.
Yeah, that whole group has
Sorry,
shifted
32.
around, but yeah, they're 37. They're almost 40 seconds behind everybody else. So if you're watching on the broadcast, that little map that you see at the bottom. I'm sorry. Where's that at? The map that you see, the map is not showing. I don't have the map on here. Okay, well, never mind then. Ignore what I was saying.
All right, I'm looking. I'm like, I don't see a map. I just looked over the part.
Never mind. This broadcaster doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
It's on the 5th screen.
Oh.
All right, they're starting to get a little pushy up there in the front. They're starting to turn it up. Lap 68 here.
There we go. I knew I had it here somewhere. It was hiding.
It's hidden up top.
It was hiding. So yeah, so if you look at those, if you look at the track map, so that pink indicator, that is our current leader, which is Ricky Fagone. And if you look at that next group that's in front of them, that is the group that TJ and those guys are in. And they are now 42 seconds behind, so they're falling even further behind. So as this continues on, it's going to be, will these guys catch them and start lapping them? And if so, that is going to change up a lot of what is currently going on that we're seeing here in the front. We have 15 laps to go. I don't know if they will catch them, but if they do, it could be problematic. Because here's that group right there. So you got Ronald Hall, Mike Mitchell, TJ Lee, Ray Polking, and Rylan Neese.
Auntie Wimbish, by the way, who was involved in that first race issue where he got his car whacked up. Made his way up to 9th right now, so he's going to recover from that. He's back in the fight.
Actually, yeah. He's up there battling 7th and 8th right now, looks like, with Ivan.
Yeah.
Holding on to that outside line.
So this is going to be interesting. If there's no caution, this group is going to catch Ronald Hall, Mike Mitchell, TJ Lee, Ray Bolton. I think Elsie's with him. No, Elsie's in the group. So
Elsie's
right
with
there.
this group.
Yeah. Those 5 cars are now 43 seconds
Actually,
behind the group.
we're splitting into 3 groups now. Not exactly sure how that happened, but
that's another second. So about 6 or 7 laps. If things keep pacing, if they keep losing about a second or so a lap. These guys in the front are picking off some pretty fast laps. He's gonna, let's see what's Ricky. Ricky's 51.206. So they are only 7 seconds behind him. 7 seconds behind him. So you very well could see them in this mix here coming to the end. And I'll be curious to see what that does to these front lines as they work around them. That mixes it up at all.
you got Richard Holland running behind Keaton. It sounded like he called out that he was overheating, so he backed out to the outside and then was all by himself and fell back.
Okay. Oh, there he's in 10th there on the outside. Gotcha.
So.
You got Richard on the outside behind. And Keaton there. Which I'd be willing to bet Keaton is going to be more than happy to keep Richard behind him and not get him in, because Richard will be a threat if he gets in these playoffs.
The question is Keaton going to stay in front of him and hold him back, or is he going to... It looks like he might have held him back on that one round, so...
Yeah,
11 laps to go.
I think Richard's just sort of feeling him out there with those little half moves of, I'm going, seeing if he flinches what he's doing. If he makes that move to see, because he's going to have to get him on.
There you see that second group starting to get in sight. And then 2.
It's now dropped in front of Ricky.
I'm not
Opens up the top sign. If he can get a good push from John.
So this is going to get interesting. They have managed to catch that group. They're getting ready to lap them all. Ooh, we got a guy touching the wall. That was Ronald Hall hitting the wall there. Now you got Ricky jump back to the outside. What's that?
Yeah, and now on top of that, you've also got a couple of guys in that group that were able to catch up. So you got 5-car line. You got Jeff Martin Pitt. He was in front pushing, so then that brings up the question to the guys in front. They make
All right, so now you've got Ricky out in front of Keaton. We have 8 laps to go.
got a line with some help on the outside now for me now. It's not 3 or 4 cars. Now you're going to have a full line on the outside. He's going to be able to use if they get up behind him. He'll be able to utilize them.
Keaton can't jump to the outside because that door is shut. You got John pushing Richard on the outside. You got Ivan out there trying to help. That whole outside line is formed up pretty good right now.
Now you also have 5 guys, Mike Richards, Jimmy, Ryan Lenise, Ronald Hall, and Ray Polking, all also now racing for the lucky dog if there is a caution.
Richard Holland is now in the lead with his teammate behind him.
Got some people pitting. All right, we do have some pit stops happening.
This is going to be interesting. We've got 7 laps to go.
Guys coming in hot.
And that is not going to help things.
They'll make it. Oh no, somebody spun. 18 car.
Yeah, he slid into the pits and hit the wall.
Who's that? Sorry, 18. Stephen
But
Bryan.
Keaton must have came in too hot into the pits. So we've got 6 laps to go. It'll be 5 as these guys come in. These guys are going into the pits. Richard and Ricky.
Ooh, did Richard make it in time? He came in a little hot himself.
Did. It looks like he's okay. So that's putting John out front right now. We have 5 laps to go. Burt Wilson is now pushing to try and get up front on the outside line. It's going to be interesting if these guys can manage to hold on and keep going, or if they're going to have to go in and pit. Now these guys were all in the back, so they might have reserved enough fuel to be able to make it.
No, we did get a call out. We do have a couple more guys coming in, at least one. But yeah, that's what I was saying. If you had guys that were just saving enough, back like half the throttle.
So it's going to be interesting to see who's got enough and who doesn't. We have 4 laps to go. Brandon Shower's going to drop down and go into the pits.
Looks like he's coming down his own.
He's going to give Burt the lead. Burt's going to drop to the inside. You got Nick Hunt and Elsie Daly pushing those teammates on the outside. Elsie's laps down, but he's still helping out his teammate. I believe Burt is one of those that's in that cutoff list, so...
I believe Tommy's in the room also, isn't he? Also with him. And Elsie, I believe he is. So I believe you have 3 teammates on the outside. Tommy LZ, Nick Hunt, John Wimbish.
These guys are gonna come around. We're gonna have 2 to go. Do they have enough fuel? They got lap traffic coming up that they're going to be coming upon. Somebody just called in that they're pitting.
Yeah.
I think it was 48 Rylan. I think Rylan is pitting. And also for those of you in the chat, get your race number or your driver of the day numbers in. Adam Matz going in, Rylan going in for the pits. We have 1 lap to go. Once they cross this start finish line, we have 1 lap. So get your votes in for driver of the day. This is for all the marbles.
Rylan came off a little bit into the grass. I don't think it was enough to give him a penalty, though.
No, it did.
They did give him a penalty?
It did give him a penalty, yep. You got Bert, John, and Vern on the inside. Right? Mike McCulley coming out of nowhere. Oh.
Bert's out of gas.
Bert's out of gas.
Oh, coming in hot. Uh-oh. So who ended up? I was watching Bert. I missed. So who got it? John Wimbish, who had the initial start issues, ended up coming up and pulling it out.
So Bert Wilson ran out of fuel right there in the last corner.
But John was already in.
So as that all mixed up and messed up everything, pushed people around.
Yeah, Garrett finished 8th. Vern finished 11th.
So you've got John Wimbish is going to end up first. Mike McCulley got 2nd, and Matthew Powers finished 3rd.
I think that might have kicked Vern out. I think maybe, right, Garrett.
Well, I think with that 2nd, that saved McCulley. McCulley's got his spot now, and yeah, I'm not
Vern
sure.
And Garrett were one point each off. Yep. So Garrett finished 8th. Vern finished 11th.
That should be enough to flip those 2 around.
Yeah.
All right. So
TJ was a lap down. So he's not. Glenn was 9 points down. Nick was back. Richard Holland was. Well, they pitted, so I think he was more towards the back, wasn't he? So yeah. Looks like just the Garrett Vern swap, maybe.
There's where I wanted to be. That's what I'm looking for right there. All right. Well, let's see. We got. Why is it not letting me pick cars now?
Green 6.
Oh, because I'm locked out. Okay, I know what I'm doing here. That's why. That's why.
Go to
right there.
Take a minute.
What's that?
Need a minute? Go to commercial. Something. Take a minute.
something. Holy moly. Oh. Well, let's see. Looking for...
Matthew Powers?
I don't know if he's in the Discord.
You know what? Yeah, I don't know if I saw him. Let me see Matthew Powers. He's not up in the staging room. No, John is.
Oh, there he is. Down here in Showers Racing. So we will grab him, bring him up. Mr. Matthew Powers, do you have a copy? Maybe.
He doesn't show muted.
Maybe he doesn't know he got third.
Well, congrats on the third place finish. That's I know you're not much of a talker, but
Matthew
Powers. This will be his 6th race. So he joined in probably what, just a little bit before halfway. This will be race 6 for him.
Yeah, and that where does that put him as far as?
He was in 29th before this race, so I don't think
gotcha.
I don't think he'd have enough.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna guess. I'm
sure we'd have loved to get up on the broadcast and say something. I'm sure if he knew, but
well, we can put him in the staging room and see if he comes back. But
yeah, I was gonna say maybe throw him back there, give him another shot once we're through with the other guys, and see maybe give him his chance to shout out whoever helps him with this racing and sponsors, whatever.
All right. Well, that means
maybe make a note for next week's drivers meeting to tell drivers if you're top 3, please make sure you're available for interview.
That means we got to talk to this guy.
Yeah, we don't have to. It doesn't. Does it say it anywhere specifically?
I mean, that's true. That is true. I mean, there's nothing that says we have to talk to them.
Yeah, I mean, he talks enough. Drivers meetings, everything.
All right, see ya.
2nd place, man. Good run.
I'll take it. I came from nowhere.
Snuck up out of nowhere in that end there.
I think I gained 10 spots on the last lap.
And kudos for Bert for that quick call out to try to get out of the way and not cause anything. So it was a good heads up on him too, because that would have totally. As soon as I heard him say that, I'm like, oh, I hope he gets out of the way. So he did a good job on that.
Yeah, no, it definitely. Also, you could tell the fuel mileage there at the end. You could tell who was saving and who was, and it's just Bert needed a quarter of a lap, if that. And Bert would have been actually in the playoffs if he would have got the win there. So it sucks for Bert missing the playoffs just by travel, basically.
Yeah, we were looking at where they were at, the chart that was made up and stuff, and that's why we were wondering. I had heard around 40 laps, plus or minus. So I figured you could maybe save enough to maybe get to the end. You just had to be careful with it. So that's what we were curious, because we had some guys that did pull off, and we thought you guys were all should be pretty good or pretty damn close. So yeah, we were curious how that was going to play out. How were you at the end?
I had half a lap when I finished there. So when we came 1 to go, I saw I had 1.5. So I was like, I'm flooring it the rest of the way. that whole last run, I was going maybe 3/4 throttle the whole run. So I knew I had enough save. So it sucked riding, but that's what you had to do to know you were going to make it the rest of the way. So it's probably kind of a little boring at the same time, but then it's got to be strategy if you want to finish without having to pit again. That's what you had to do. So somehow,
well, yeah, and that's the thing, right? Knowing that this is the last race, we were talking about that too. That probably I figured about 10 to 15 to go, you're going to start seeing some people that knew they were on the bubble or had to get the win. It's like you're going to start seeing it turn up a little bit here. You're going to see some interesting movements coming from that point on. But then again, also you've also got the fuel to be concerned about as well. So it was interesting to see how that played out.
Yeah, and I think everybody was banking on a caution. I mean, that's definitely impressive that we went caution free tonight. but you normally see 1 or 2 cautions here that takes away that strategy side of the race. So I think that definitely changed it too. So I think that's why you saw people pushing to a 10 to go. It's like, oh, we might not get a caution, so we gotta go. So it took away your thought process of saving. So if you just had to keep that mind process, as soon as you start that strategy, you got to stay with it. As soon as you get off of it, you're screwed.
Yeah, that was good though. It was a good, clean race. You had what, 27? We had 27 cars out here, right?
20, I think it was.
28, I
Yep, I
think.
think 20.
It's
Yeah, so
28.
big
cars
turnout.
out. Yeah, good turnout. 28 cars, Talladega, and a final race. You get to see people get in to keep your caution free. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. You normally don't see, like I said, even in league races. We've done it a couple times before, but it's definitely rare. So it's definitely impressive to see us do that. Like I said, that's off to all these drivers. Just shows that we have a bunch of clean drivers over here, which is awesome to have.
Well, and you've
Yeah, I'm
got
not
2
gonna
top
lie,
10s tonight, or the season, and this is your first top 3. And
Don't
finally
saying
got to
how
get
shit
up
it's
here and
been.
talk to us. And unfortunately, Nation ain't up here to give you shit.
That's why I try. I was trying to get up and get a podium finish. I was like, I didn't have to talk to Nation tonight. I was like, this could be a good night.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of figured, being it was the last race, being Talladega, you were gonna have some guys pushing. I kind of expected to have, like you said, you guys probably also thinking the same thing. 10 to go or so. You're gonna have some people trying to push and make things happen. So yeah, it was pretty impressive that it was able to stay clean. And right, Brazy, we didn't see too much contact. A couple door hits here and
Couple
there,
door
but
hits
nothing
here and
really.
there, but other than that, it wasn't really anything. I think we saw one guy touch the wall, and it's a pretty clean night.
Yeah, there's was it like 20 or so to go? I think that Jerry Cochran and Nick Hunt got into it there that we thought was going to be a caution, but everybody did a great job checking that up, and they both got back into it, and we kept going from there. So that's just, yeah, there wasn't much contact at all, so it was great.
Well, congratulations on P2. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's P2?
Yeah, well, you guys doing the broadcast and everything, giving up Tuesday nights or even Wednesday night, giving up your nights to broadcast. Obviously the sponsors, Grace and Jade Photography, definitely appreciate them coming on board this season. RGC Motorsports and Eighmey Contracting. I know it's not Wednesday night, but definitely want to thank the sponsors for coming on. It definitely makes it a little easier for us to put up races, do some of the extra fun things, do trophies and that stuff at the end, or prize money for the All-Star. So definitely having the sponsorships definitely help us. So can't thank them enough for coming on board and helping us out.
Hey, one quick question also, Michael, because we were not 100% sure on this. With the playoffs, everybody resets at like 2,000, right?
The
That
top
makes it
12. Yep, the top 12 will reset. Yep.
All right, cool.
And
Thanks.
then you'll actually see in Discord too. And shout out to Adam Matz for doing this. Adam Matz did all the playoff bubbles and pictures, so it's a huge shout out for him for doing that. And then Adam Matz is actually, if you guys follow NASCAR, Adam Matz is for keep drivers involved that aren't in the playoffs. He's doing the in-season tournament as well throughout the playoffs. So that's something you'll see in Discord and all that Adam Matz is putting on. Just have drivers that aren't in the playoffs have something to race for. There'll be a little bit of iRacing money involved with that too. So definitely something else you'll see involved that you'll see in Discord and maybe on the broadcast scene where everybody is on the bubble and with the playoffs and who they're going against and all. So just another element to add more fun to it.
Yeah, we were trying to follow around there during the race. Brazy was trying to math all the positions of the possibilities as we were going, see where everybody was at. So he was able to put up on the screen, so even the viewers were able to look at it and get an idea of where people are at, who needed to get the win and such. So yeah, kudos to Adam, man. Take the time to put that together. Couldn't have been easy.
No, I don't do it because it's difficult. So that's all to him for doing it.
No, that's awesome, man. Again, congrats on the finish, man. It's a good finish, like you said. You were, to be honest, you weren't even in the top 3-4 rows, right? I mean, you were a little bit past that last lap before, right?
Yeah, I think 10th place coming to the line, so it wasn't looking pretty because I knew where it was kind of going. Nick Hunt was potentially in front of me in points. I was like, oh boy, this might not be good. Yeah,
you
good
pulled it
night.
off
We'll
though,
take
so
it.
congrats on that. Yeah.
Thank you. Maybe tomorrow we can get one spot better. We can go for the win tomorrow night. I think I'm pretty well locked in tomorrow night, so maybe I'll go for the win tomorrow.
Well, and I think
Yeah, it shows you 6th, plus 22 above the line.
I'll put on my Michael Waltrip driver suit, and we're going for it tomorrow then.
Send it down the middle.
Yep.
Alrighty.
all right. Well, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you hopefully again tomorrow night.
Sounds good. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Yep. Congrats, man.
All right. Well, it looked like our third place hopped out of the Discord now. So
He went in there. What the hell am I doing up here? Staging room. What?
Staging room.
No
What's the
actor.
state? Why am I in the staging room?
I'm no actor. Why am I up here?
So, all right. Well, then that's gonna bring us then to this man right here, John Wimbish. Do you have a copy, sir?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Well, that was quite an ending.
It was quite a beginning to get to the ending.
It was
That
scary
too.
at the start. Yeah.
That too.
I didn't
Luckily,
know.
it was fixable. That would have been horrible if you got meatballed.
I thought I was, because when I got hit, it turned me and I shifted back down to first to go, and the car wouldn't go, and there were no RPMs. And so I had to tow back to pit road, and I thought I was done.
Yeah, that was cool that you were able to. And that was cool of Michael too, and everybody to let you get finished up and get it all squared away, so you didn't get screwed out of something that had nothing to do with you in the first place. So that was awesome. And then you get to turn around. At one point, I even had mentioned to Brazy, I'm like, "Hey, look, John's doing all right. He's up to. I think it was you were up
I think
to
it was
ninth, something like
6th.
that.
Yeah, it
fourth,
was something like that.
6th, something like that. 3rd row, 4th row,
7th and 8th. He
Like,
was
yeah.
battling 7th and 8th when we noticed it.
Yeah, it's like he's back in it. He's
Oh
not done.
yeah, we were saving fuel, so that's the only way that I knew that we could try to do anything was to try to save and do something the other guys couldn't do. So it kind of worked out.
Well, and we thought Bert was going to win. We thought maybe Bert had enough fuel to make it. And then that last corner, he starts shouting that he's out of fuel. And that shifted around a lot of people. And I think that helped you a little bit and definitely helped. I feel that helped Mike McCulley get back up there and get into second. So because the shuffle, the scared shuffle was happening to get out of the way of a car that is now out of fuel. So.
Yeah, I was committed to pushing Bert, especially I was trapped down on the bottom there, but I noticed that he started backing up to me, and I was like, something's happening. So I went to go to the right, and right as I did that, he screamed he was out of fuel.
Well, that'll get your attention too, being right behind him.
Yeah, I kind of punted him, so
Well, and you're lucky you didn't get taken, because a lot of times the guy behind him gets taken out too, right? Because it's just
Yeah.
you got somebody pushing up behind you, and you get turned. And
Oh, I had it matted to the floor. So yeah, I don't know what would have happened, but I know I punted him a little bit, so I hate that. But I couldn't really help it. He ran out of gas right there in front of me. I hate that to happen to him.
Well, I mean,
So I was
you
just
punted
gonna
him and
push
he
him.
ended up finishing 10th. So, I mean, he didn't fall terribly far, but
that little push probably
Yeah.
helped keep him going enough to get to 10th.
Yeah, luckily it didn't push him down pit road and give him a penalty. So
Because granted, yeah, he did. He was able to take care of the out of gas shortcut through the grass. So
yeah.
But no, that's a good run, man. Good win. I've been noticing for a while, to be honest with you, your racing has been turned up this season. I've been watching and taking notice, man. You're doing really good. It looks like you've picked up a couple things over the last season to this
Yeah,
season.
thank you, John. I appreciate you saying that. I've practiced a lot and kind of got back into running some official stuff and using VRS again. And that's when I was at my best and had an I rating of almost 5,000 at one point, and now I'm like down to 2,100. So I look like an idiot, but I've started to use all the tools again, and I go back and watch races and see what guys were doing and try to learn from it. And like I said, doing more racing, really helps out too. So I appreciate that. But I've been putting a lot of work in. It's
Yeah, it
hard to
shows,
compete
man.
with these guys over here, as you know.
Yeah, the talent level's turned up, and like I said, and that's why, right? We've been racing around each other for quite a few seasons here in this league, and like I said, I noticed this year, it's like every time, even before I started broadcasting, there was a race I was just watching home. I put you up for driver of the day. I was just like, wow, you were holding third, fourth place like all race. I'm like, man, that's Johnston. Really, he's holding his line really good. He's running a good line. So yeah, like I said, it's not that I'm anyone special, but I've noticed it's like, dude, I could tell where you're running, you're holding positions better. You know what I mean? I've been impressed, man. You're doing a great job, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I remember that race. You put me up for driver of the day because I've never been driver of the day before. So I've never had a reason to be that guy.
You're looking, who the hell put my name in this?
I was trying to figure out who it was.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
no, like I said, you've earned it, man. You're doing good. I'm noticing. At least I'm sure the other guys in here too are, and that's got to feel good too, right? Now you're racing around different people farther up in the group. That always feels good.
Yeah, anytime you can compete with these guys, like I said before, when I think it was last week, anytime you can finish in the top five here, you're really doing something special. And it's really difficult with a lot of these guys, with Richard and Keaton, Adam, so many of my
Chuck.
teammates, Chuck, yeah, Bert's really good too. I mean, it's just so many good guys in here, man. You've got to find something to turn the wick up a little bit and try to do something a little different than what they're doing to try to beat them, because these guys are really good in here.
Yeah, any given race, you're seeing at least, and we haven't even come close to name at least half the field is usually you see them up and around there. It's a really good testament of the talent level and where it's come with these guys. And I think a lot of us have all sort of grown together and gotten better and better. But it's pretty wild. It used to be, when I came in, it was one or two guys. Now it's easily 8, 10 that you're going to be battling around. If you're in the top 10, it's 15 different guys, but it's usually 8 or 10. You get inside the top 10 that, or 12. It's incredible the talent level that's been brought up, that's been coming up here.
Yeah, I think WFO's got a lot of good things going for it. And, people that are watching and, may want to join something and have some fun, this is a place to do it. And not only can you have fun, but you can learn and get better as you go too. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good point too for the people watching that are thinking about it. You can usually go into most rooms, you could go in and ask some basic questions. And I would be willing to say probably 80% of the guys in here. I can't say 100 because I haven't talked to everybody, but I know at least half of the people in here that have been around a while will be more than happy to take the time to answer some of your questions about what you're doing if you're struggling.
Yeah, as long as it's not somebody you pissed off before.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then you're good to go.
No, but yeah, that was a good run, man. Like I said, I was glad to see you were able to bring it back. I felt bad as soon as that happened there, and heard that you had towed. I was like, man, I hope he can fix that. So was
Yeah,
it
we
a
got
tow just
lucky.
because it locked up and it didn't meatball? You towed for.
Yeah, it didn't meatball me. It just wouldn't go. I don't know why. It was strange. Just no RPMs or anything. So
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, like I said, it's from back to finish. You also should have had the biggest mover then, right? Also, if we had that
yeah.
award this
If
year.
we had passing points, that'd be nice.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that was a damn good run, man. Glad to see you up here. Like I said, it's deserved. I've been seeing you finishing higher and higher, and even if the finishes don't show it, because they don't always do. I pay a lot of attention to where the guys are running a lot of times through the race just to see where they're at, because the finish doesn't always tell the whole story of how the guys race went. You know that just as well as the rest of us.
Oh
Sometimes
yeah.
it doesn't finish like it ran. It run one way, but you finish, way back or whatever because something happened. So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
but yeah, good
Oh,
job, man. Good job.
appreciate it. Thank y'all. Brazen, you've been quiet, buddy.
That's because he's got a motor mouth in here with him now.
He doesn't know what to say.
Oh, I was just going to say, you started 11th and you ended up actually starting in 28th and managed to work your way all the way up the pack and finish in first. So, I mean, great race, great run. Congratulations on your first. And who do you want to thank for tonight?
I just want to thank everybody on my team, Tommy and Nick, Elsie, Devin, everybody. My wife's in here pointing at herself, so I want to thank her for.
That should have been the first person. That should have been the first person. You should know better, John. You should know
She's
better.
pointing at
Man.
herself. So, but yeah, I do appreciate her allowing me to get in here and do this and do more racing so I can try to be a little better. Got a kid, so she takes care of him a lot and does a lot of things, so I can do this little hobby here. But thank everybody at the league. Thank Vern and Macaulay for what they do, and thank you guys for being here and putting this on, so we can go back and watch and learn from it. And that's a lot of fun to go back and watch everything that goes on. And like I said, you really can learn from it if you pay attention. So we appreciate what you guys do too.
Well, I thank you for that, but again, congratulations on the work you did tonight to go from the back to the front. So congratulations on that, and we look forward to see you again tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all very much. We appreciate it.
All right. So once I get my screen, come on, screen. My screen's rearranged here. Okay. So if I have this figured correctly, so Junior Harville is in because he has the number of races that needed to start, or as the number starts, and he has a win, which puts the 12th person, who is Vern, bumps him out. So that means
got an update on the finish.
Oh,
but would that also account for? He hasn't updated as far as, like the total points will go to 2,000 for the top 12. But
no, I understand that. But so looking at the points looking at how everything stands right now, it looks like with the finishing tonight, Junior Harville gets to be in because he's got a win and he's got 7 starts. So that takes the 12th person and bumps them out, which that's Vern.
Vern's showing 12th right now. Yeah.
And so that means that Adam Matz, Keaton Tripp, Rick Fagone, Chuck Sweeting, John Wimbish, Jerry Cochran, Randy Showers, Brandon Showers, Tommy Haynes, Mike McCulley, Garrett Hemlinger, and Junior Harville will be the ones racing for the championship. If I have, that's unofficial. It's unofficial.
Let me just state this right now. Let me clear. Quick disclaimer.
So, but
all announcements are subject to change, pending.
But that's what it looks like for me. So that is what I'm going to assume until the official announcement comes out, which will be in the Discord, I'm sure, later. And yeah, we'll go from there. So that's gonna wrap up this season 16. Will be championship races in 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, we have more must-wins tomorrow night than we did tonight, also. So tomorrow is going to be just as interesting and exciting.
Yep.
And we also have another close one. Nick Hunt in 11th, TJ Lee in 12th, separated by 2 points each way, so a full point swing there. So we'll have something to watch there as well. Tommy Haynes is only up 6, Burt Wilson 7. Well, hell, Ricky Vergone 12, LZ Daly 17. If we have another 28-car field, if there's a wreck, that could affect any of them. Michael, who is pretty secure in 6, is only up 22, so could be interesting.
It could be.
Don't miss tomorrow. If you thought tonight was interesting, tomorrow should be.
All right, Highball.
Even more.
Well, with that being said, let's get the hell out of here. On behalf of
tomorrow.
What's that?
Oh, sorry. I jumped ahead with see you folks tomorrow. I apologize. I got to give you your outro first. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun.
That's all right. It's all right. On behalf of WFO Racing, RGC Motorsports, Grace and Jade Photography, everybody here in the league, all the drivers, all the administrators, John Sanu, my co-broadcaster. I guess I can thank Nation when he's here. But on behalf of all those, I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching our streams, watching these races. I hope you've enjoyed them. We will be back in 3 weeks on this night to continue on the championship races. We'll be back again tomorrow night for the trucks to finalize the season. So make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, get the notification bell so that way you know when we go live again. We will see you tomorrow night for the trucks, the same time. And I will have my stuff together to make the stream go live on time. So, with that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your night if you have any night left. If not, we will see you guys all tomorrow. And later on, everybody.
Peace.